Now the next topic is EM algorithm. EM stands for expectation maximization algorithm. And what is the estimation? Estimate our expectation from machine and then classify the data into some classes. What is the maximization? Whatever we estimate should not be maximized. What is the purpose of EM algorithm? The purpose of EM algorithm is learning with hidden data. Means many real world problems have hidden or latent variables which are not available in the data available for the learning. See, there are two steps in EM algorithm. The first is E means expectation. What is the expectation? Classify the data using the current theory. And second one is M. Second step is M. M means maximization. Maximization means generate the base theory using the current classification of the data. Now the step E and M. E generate the expected classification for the examples. Okay, and M generate the most likely theory given the classified data. From given data, EM learn the theory which tells that how each examples to be classified and how to predict the feature value of the classes. Okay, and the application of the EM algorithm is artificial vision and natural language processing. Okay, and see, expectation maximization algorithm. Assume that we have 2 points C1 and C2. Okay, assume the bias of C1 is theta 1, the means probability of getting head from C1. Assume that the bias of C2 is theta 2, means probability of getting head with C2. We want to find out theta 1 and theta 2 by performing a number of trials, that is a coin toss. Okay, now see, probability of head of coin 1 is we are representing with theta 1, and probability of coin head coming head in coin C2 we are representing with theta 2. Okay, now first experiment, we choose 5 times one of the coin. Okay, we toss the coin, the chosen coin 10 times, then we get the 10 result. It may be head or tail. H represent head and T represent tail. Suppose I have chosen coin B. Okay, flip the coin, then we get head, second time tail, 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 head, head, tail, head, tail, head. Okay, these are the 10 possibilities which I received after flipping the coin B. Suppose coin B we have taken and tossed 10 times, and suppose we get head 5 times and tail 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times head and 5 times tails. Okay, now see, suppose I have chosen the coin A and flip the coin A 10 times, and suppose we get head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 times and tail in 1 time. Again choose coin A and flip the coin 10 times. Then after flipping the coin, suppose I received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 times head and 2 times tails. Okay, now choose coin B and flip the coin. After flipping the coin, either we receive head or tail. Suppose we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 times head and 6 times tail. Okay, now choose A and flip the coin A. Suppose I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times head and 3 times tail. Okay, now see, next thing is, see, this is the formula. Theta 1 equal to number of head using the C1, and total number divided by total number of flip using the C1. Okay, and theta 2 equal to number of heads using C2 and total number of flips using C2. Okay, in case of first for first coin, probability of head, what is the first coin of probability of head is C, and the first coin is B, and for B the total number probability of head is 4 out of 10. Okay, 4 head. Okay, there are 4 head, that is why that there are 5 heads. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 head. Okay, so the probability of head is 5 by 10. Similarly, in second case, second coin, the probability of head is 9 because there is 9 head and total number of flip is 10. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, 1, 2, 3. This is the second coin. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 means 9 head out of 10, so 9 divided by total number of flip is 10, so 9 by 10, 9 by 10 when we choose the second coin. Now when we choose the third coin, this is the third, this is the fourth, and this is the fifth. Okay, third coin is A, and what is the probability to getting head is, after flipping 10 times we get the head is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 by 10. So in the third coin of the probability of getting head is 8 by 10. Okay, now when I using fourth coin, the what is the probability I have head, that is 4 by 10. Why 4 by 10? Because there are 4 times head we have received after flipping the 10 coin. Okay, there are 1 2 3 4 times head we have received after flipping the coin B, so it is a total number of flip is 10, so it is a 4 by 10 using this formula, because the number of head using C2 upon total number of head, total number of flips using C2, that is a 4 by 10. Similarly, the fifth coin, the probability of head is 7 by 10, because after flipping the coin, fifth coin, I received 7 times B out of 10 flips, so it is 7 by 10. Okay, now coin A, the first I have flipped 3 times coin A and 2 times coin B. See, 3 times coin A 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and coin B 1 time and 2 time, means 2 time coin B and 1 time 3 time coin A. So first time 9 time head, 1 time tail, second time 8 time head, 2 time tail, third time 7 time head, 3 time tails, and when we flip the coin B, then 5 time head, 5 time tail in first time, the second time 4 time head and 6 time tail the second time, and after adding these values we receive 24 head and 6 tail. And what about coin B? After adding these two, then we get the 9 time head and 11 time tail. Okay, so what is theta 1? Theta 1 equal to theta 1 we are using theta 1 for coin A and theta 2 for coin B. So theta 1 equal to 20 total number of head divided by total number of flips, that is 24 plus 6 is 30, that is 0.8. What about theta 2? Total number of head, that is 9 upon total number of flip, that is 9 plus 11 equal to 20, that is 0.45. Okay, this is theta 2. Now in this example we know which one is a coin A and which one is a coin B. We already know, means theta 1 equal to 0.8 means 80% chance that there will be a head in if for one flip coin A. Okay, if I flip coin A, theta 2 equal to 0.45 means 45% chance that will be head if I flip coin B, means if I flip coin B, then there is a 45% chance that we receive the head. But if we flip the coin A, then there is 80% chance that we receive the head. Okay, this is all about the this is the example of EML algorithm, and this is the algorithm of EML algorithm, and this is the explanation of EML algorithm. In this lecture, I told you about what is the EML algorithm and what is meaning of EML algorithm and what is the application of EML algorithm, and I have given one example of EML algorithm. Okay, thank you.